Hi, Amanda Gulik here from FunCakeDecoratingIdeas.com, and today I want to show you how to make homemade applesauce, apple cider, and apple juice. I started by picking some fresh apples from the garden, washing them, and then cutting them into wedges, removing the apple core but leaving on the apple skin to add color and vitamins and minerals to the applesauce. Then I put them in a hot pan full of boiling water and let them cook for about 5 to 10 minutes just to get them nice and soft. I used a fork to test the apples and see if they were ready. If you prick into the apple and the apple still wants to come with the fork, it's not ready. But if you prick the apple and the fork slides out and the apple stays on the spoon, then you know the apple is ready. I used an old-fashioned applesauce masher to make the applesauce. It's just a colander with a wooden spoon, and it's in a cone shape that you mash around. I'll show you in a moment what it looks like. So once the apples were cooked long enough to be nice and soft, I scooped them into the apple masher and then started to puree. I pureed the apples by simply rolling the wooden masher around and around the colander until all of the apple puree was pushed out of the colander and into the bowl below, leaving all of the stems and skins inside so that wouldn't get into the applesauce. I sieved off the last of the apples from the pot so that I could keep the yummy liquid to make apple juice with, and then just plop the last of the apples into the colander, the masher. And of course, I made sure to scrape down the sides of the colander so that I wouldn't lose any of the applesauce. And it was really easy to clean off the wooden spoon or the wooden masher and the inside of the colander simply by scraping up, using a spoon, scraping out all the stems and skins into my green bin. And then the applesauce was ready to enjoy. You can simply eat it as is, nice and fresh, or if you want to preserve it, then I put some aside to show you what I do to keep my applesauce nice and fresh over time. So to give the applesauce a nice spicy flavor, I added a dash of cinnamon, and then I added about a teaspoon of lemon juice, which helps to preserve it. Also gives a lovely tang, and I put a little hint of pure honey, again to add some sweetness, as I used rather tart apples. Again, these are all optional, not necessary, but they do add a nice flavor to the applesauce. So with the apple water that was left over that I had strained out earlier, I simply stored that in the fridge to cool it down for apple juice, and put it in a mug to heat up in the microwave as apple cider. I noticed that when I let it cool down in the fridge, I got a thin juice on top, and then the thicker pieces would lay on the bottom, which was beautiful for the apple cider. So there you have it, a lovely hot cup of apple cider with a sprinkle of cinnamon on top, a nice cool glass of apple juice with an ice cube in it, and a yummy bowl full of applesauce, again with some cinnamon sprinkled on top. Yummy and healthy. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please make sure to check us out at FunCakeDecoratingIdeas.com and follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/FunCakeDecoratingIdeas for more great videos and contests. See you soon. Bye-bye.